Welcome to the Monastery of Christ in the Desert. I'm Abbot Christian. We welcome you again to our farm, to our monastery of course, but I want to show you something about our sheep and our donkey today. The donkey is a guard of our sheep, and the sheep are the breed called Navajo Churros. Navajo, you know that word, churro, C-H-U-R-R-O. Navajo churros have especially been bred and developed in this country since the 1500s. But before that, they were in the Middle East. In the Middle Ages, they came to Europe, especially to Spain. And then in the 1500s, they came to the New World. And since that time, the natives who lived here have been developing them, and especially the Navajo people, who are really our neighbors. They're not that far from here. And we've had help from our Navajo friends with shearing the sheep. This particular breed is very hardy. This is Gloria. She's the most friendly of them all, even though she's a little skittish. The Navajo Churros are a very hardy breed for rougher climates. We have hard winters here from November to March or April, sometimes to May. They have a double coat, an outer coat that's very fluffy, and an undercoat that's more downy-like. They can be sheared twice a year, which is a real advantage. You would get more wool. And that's the primary reason why we have this breed of sheep, is for the wool. To spin it, to sell it, to weave with it. We're getting brothers to learn weaving again here. And even for the meat. No, we don't eat four-footed animals in our monastic life here. But for the Navajos, they say sheep is life, because they depend on them for food, for clothing, for weaving, for milk, for many things. So just three words describe their connection with sheep, and it is sheep is life. We have 15 right now. All the brown ones you see are younger ones. They were born here. The moms are, well, Gloria and her daughter Clara. They're both white. They look a bit alike. Then there's Amelia and her daughter Isabel, the darker ones. But all the brown ones were born here, and their moms are lighter colored back there. So they're all fairly young, all of them. Come here, Gloria. They're somewhat skittish, but they're not threatened, and they're friendly, and they spend their lives eating and growing, and we're getting ready to shear them again for the fall. So that's our 15 sheep. They are welcome additions. They've been with us now for just about a year, a little over a year. And the young ones were born right in the dead of winter. Almost every day for several days we had births of little ewes. No, well, ewes, mostly ewes, a couple of rams. And we're going to move them to the lower pasture. We have 4 pastures here. This one is called the Abbot's Field. And the next one over is called the Prior's Pasture. A bigger field is called Divina Pastora, which means divine pastor or divine shepherdess, Our Lady. And the garden field, where we have the garden, is called San Fiacre, Saint Fiacre, patron of gardens. So that's our sheep. I will show you now our donkey. Yesterday we tried to do a video with the 2 of the groups together, the donkey who guards them and the sheep. It was a bit chaotic because the donkey, you'll see in a minute, she's a really sweet little donkey, but she's also somewhat of a name that used to be called, one of my friends used to call, scallywag. She's a bit of a scallywag. So she pulled the hat off of my brother cameraman. She was trying to nibble on him. It was kind of a disaster. So we'll go get Mattie is her name, our little donkey, right now. This is our donkey, Mattie. She was born on our property the day before Thanksgiving last year. And she's grown to this size. She'll probably get a little bigger. She's 9 months old now. Her mom is now with our friends in Chimayo. We needed to kind of separate her from her mom ultimately at about 7 months, so she would bond more with the sheep and really be their guard. Sheep are pretty vulnerable to predators. Donkeys are excellent guards against mountain lions, coyotes, bears. We haven't seen any of those up here yet. But she'll defend the sheep for sure. That's their nature. And so to get her to bond more with the sheep, we had sent her mom over to with other friends. Maddie, you good girl? Yeah. So you may know already, donkeys have the cross on their backs, always. And the legend, the beautiful connection with the cross is that Mary, Mother of God, rode a donkey to Bethlehem, and Jesus rode a donkey into Jerusalem. So every donkey has a cross on its back. Now she's, as I said earlier, a little bit of a scallywag. She likes to play. She's still a young gal, but she's a good guard. The other animals used for sheep guarding are dogs and llamas. But we opted for donkeys. Yes, 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 she's a good girl. She's a good girl. Let's see. She knows how to shake. She may be too distracted being on camera today. Shake, shake. Come on, shake. No, shake. Help. Ah. She's being crazy today. That's okay. So that's our sheep and donkey. And thank you for watching. God bless you. We keep you in our prayers and look forward to a day when we can welcome you back to the monastery of Christ in the desert. God bless you.